Yo, what up, Street Togs? It's Eric Kim. So, the question, how did I get so motivated all of a sudden? How am I so inspired? And how did I respark my passion and creativity for photography, art, blogging, and everything in between? So these are my basic thoughts. So honestly, at this point, I've achieved everything I wanted in photography besides everlasting glory. And that's not something for me to judge. So actually, what's been the best thing for me in terms of remotivating and resparking my passion for photography is allowing myself to become a big kid again. Is that like, I almost feel like I'm going back to in reverse, or starting where I started, where days before social media, days before likes, views, comments, and stuff like that, where actually I just did it because I enjoyed it for myself, and this realization that the end game ain't even to make something that's good, it's just to keep making stuff, and just keep having fun with it, and just let history or others or historians figure out what's good, what's gonna stick, what doesn't stick, whatever. Because I think most of us tend to get like a sense of perfectionism, which is generally our biggest deterrent to creativity, where the word creativity means literally just having the propensity to create.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I like your dog.
Thanks.
So creativity just literally means propensity to create and having the desire to make stuff, to create stuff, to be outside, and to essentially love life. And so this is my epiphany, where I realized that I want to become like a full stack artist, a full stack visual creator. And I'm not just going to limit myself in just one form of photography and art, where everything is permitted, and I'm going to pursue everything. So for example, shooting video has actually been a huge new spark of passion of my creativity for photography. Why? Because with video, you could show, you could document so many more things that is kind of off limits to us than just photography. And so for me, the excitement of shooting photography and video is that you could augment your modes of creative expression, because certainly as an artist and creator, art is all just about self-expression. It's about creativity, it's about making stuff, and it's about showing and documenting the world around you and what you personally find interesting, meaningful, beautiful, and so forth. Generally speaking, it does seem the best thing is to just leave the house. Leaving the house is probably the best thing you could do for your creativity, because you leave the house, you'll see things and stuff like that. And so just even as a tip, if you're watching this video, you probably already have a YouTube channel. So try to shoot more videos of just the beautiful things around you, and just randomly upload it to your YouTube channel. I mean, if you're, let's say you have a Ricoh or a Fuji or a Leica or a Sony or any standalone digital camera with a full frame APS-C sensor, micro four thirds, whatever, of course you could shoot video. It just, you know, just turn on the video function of your camera and shoot videos. And my practical suggestion is you can either shoot like mini video clips of what you see, or you could just do it all in one take, which is typically what I do. And there's no real right or wrong. And also watch, look at the clouds over there. And also, if you need some sort of like visual inspiration or motivation, I think one of the best places to go to actually is watch action movies, or watch movies that you like and aspire to. So I really like Frank Miller's and Rod Garcia's movie Sin City. Stanley Kubrick's 2001 Space Odyssey was awesome. And the great thing about watching these classic films is that it gives you inspiration and motivation for new camera angles. So like even shooting super low weird angle photos, or changing your camera to show perspective and POVs. And certainly with video, the more dynamic it is, the more fun it is. So to just move around, to look at a bunch of stuff, and to not be static. This is why I'm such a big fan of street vlogging, where I don't really like to shoot vlogs of myself just stuck in my apartment, because typically speaking, that's pretty boring. I think much more interesting to go out, look at the real world, and talk to real people, and just kind of interact with people and stuff like that. Because I think that in order to be more artistic and creative, we did need more visual stimuli and also audio stimuli too, where like even you're watching this video, it's like, oh, it's so loud, blah blah, but you know, I kind of like that because that kind of wakes me up. So even these annoying people on these sports cars or motorcycles, whatever, it is kind of a little bit nice because it does awaken a little bit the creative spirit within myself. So and also I think a big thing too is that realize that we're currently living probably in the most interesting time in human history, where this worldwide pandemic, which is COVID-19, is effectively affecting everybody on planet Earth right now. Obviously a little bit differently, but it's still kind of interesting because, you know, even when September 11th happened, it didn't really affect the rest of the world as much as it did America. But with COVID-19, everyone's kind of going through some sort of battle. And so sometimes, like I remember in the past, I used to romanticize the photos of Robert Capa, the old school Magnum photographers who traveled the world and shot all these exotic pictures in these weird places, or even the National Geographic photographers like, what do you call it? Thinking about, you know, Steve McCurry and so forth. But now if you go to the grocery market, everything is so weird and novel. So essentially at this point, everything's interesting to photograph, even the most basic things. Like even now when I go out in public, you know, I just either take my Lumix camera along or my Ricoh GR3, and whatever I see, I'll just photograph and document. So essentially the gist is, I think everything is worthy. Everything is worthy to photograph. Everything is worthy to record. Just kind of treat it like a big kid. To love it all. And so, yeah, I really think that to re-spark your passion for photography and art, essentially to re-spark your passion for life.